How did you manage to get such a loud noise on one record?
I don't know, that's Mike Stone, our engineer. We're very bad in the studio for that, actually. The poor engineer has to really suffer because we really want as much level as possible. And we keep pushing the faders up, and he keeps looking at the meters and
despairing,
and going, oh, it'll never cut. And then we give him the added task of going over to New York or whatever and saying, make sure that cuts as loud as possible.
I should explain for the folks that if a noise is too loud on a record, the little wobbly groove grunges into the groove next door.
That's right.
And the record skips.
Yes, it can skip and do all kinds of things.
So the more noise you put on, the less likelihood of you...
so if Mary Potts has got a little dancette, then it'll just go flying off.
Yeah. I must admit, you do get a lot of sound on one little LP.
Yes, it's a very fine dividing line, really, because we want to put in more music, but at the same time you've got to make sure you don't put too much, otherwise it suffers. And then that's where it's a very fine dividing line, as I said.
And you've got a genius technician who looks after all that.
Oh, Mike Stone's pretty good, yes, that little bugger.
Yes, right. Sunny period.
What a nice little chap here.
-4 degrees, it's 15 minutes to 3, and here's a break. Right, here we are in Studio 1 of Capitol Tower with Cuddly Ken and Freddie Mercury nattering about the new LP, and which also has this track on it. There'll be no crying soon. Very pretty. I didn't know Brian May wrote that. I thought he was the hairy department.
Yes, he does, but he's very versatile.
Okay, this next one is one of yours, isn't it?
Yes, it's called Good Old Fashioned Lover Boy, and it's in my sort of ragtime mood that I sort of get a chance to do on every album, and yes.
Right, a little frilly number from the pen of Fred.
I have a lot of ideas that are bursting to get out.
And you've got a film. A film?
Yes, we've sort of, he's no fool, this one.
Tell you what, let's discuss the film.
He's no fool.
I'm not a tart. I'm a DJ.
Yes, we have.
Let's discuss the film after the news and this little track off the new LP, A Day at the Races, which is dying to dive into your Christmas stocking. That's a Roger Taylor track, and Roger's just had a requiem set for his hair, so we're all in mourning. And we'll be back with some more really great stuff, including the climactic climax of this LP, right after the news. So I'll see you then, right, Fred?
Yes, see you then.
Okay. Bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen. God, you're noisy, Fred.
That's one of the softer tracks.
That's called Tie Your Mother Down from the new Queen LP called A Day at the Races, which is absolutely terrifico and is just out in time for Christmas.
Yes, that's right.
Why Tie Your Mother Down?
Well, this one is a track written by Brian, actually. I don't know why. I think he was sort of one of his vicious moods. I think he's trying to outdo me after Death on Two Legs, actually.
Let's play a nice, gentle, lilting one now. This is one where you sing by yourself times 35 or something, isn't it?
Yes, I've multi-tracked myself, yes, this one.
How many of you are there on this one?
Actually, I did this one by myself. I multi-tracked myself, so the others weren't used on this for the voices. I played piano. It's basically, God, I don't know how we sort of managed to stay this sort of simple, you know, what with our overdubs and things. People think we're sort of over-complex, and it's not true. It depends on the individual track, really. If it needs it, we do it. So this is pretty sparse, actually, by Queen standards.
Still sounds like the choirs of heaven, folks. So here comes Freddie plus Freddie plus Freddie plus Freddie plus Freddie. Another classic that will live forever from the lips of Freddie. Take My Breath Away. off the new LP, which there's space for in your Christmas stocking. Freddie.
Yes, dear.
We're going to play a break now. I'm going to play a few of our bits.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yes.
Smashing. Back with another track in a sec. What? Hey guys, the mic's on.
Yeah.
That was Long Away by Brian May. And actually he does 4 tracks on your new LP, doesn't he?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, he does.
I see.
Then,
Can you proliferate?
Well, you want which tracks you mean? That's one of his, and Tie Your Mother Down was Brian's. He's written a lovely sort of Japanese song, which is at the end of the second side. Got sort of Japanese verses, which took a lot. Yes, actual Japanese verses, which we had to do. Did a lot of research actually, and had our interpreter, Japanese interpreter. We flew her over from Japan.
Actually, you should know Japanese off by heart by now, because you're always there, aren't you?
Do you want me to say some of them? Territoriate konoma konoma iko aisuru hito yo. Shizukaya no ni ikari yo tomoshi itoshiki oshie yo idaki.
Oh, fantastic. So, if you're planning to buy this LP, you get that thrown in as an added goodie. The new #1 single in Britain today, Somebody to Love. Well done, Freddie.
They've probably all got their copies now anyway, so you might as well play something else.
Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, look, we all had Sailing by Rod Stewart, and then they re-released it and everybody bought it again.
Yes.
Very strange.
Well, they can go out and buy that again. I'm not complaining.
Let's play a little trackette off Sheer Heart Attack now, because I thought this was one of your tunes because it was so lilting.
Yes, well, I thought you made a sort of slight mistake earlier on, but this is a track called Dear Friends of our Sheer Heart Attack album, and it's written by Brian. You know, I've done the vocals on it, but Brian wrote this lovely little tune.
Lovely tune.
And so we might as well get it right this time. People do associate me with the sort of simpering little ballads. But Brian has written some lovely ones in his time.
All right, let's hear this one.
So, dear friends, your love is gone. Everything's alright, just hold on tight. That's because I'm a good old-fashioned lover boy.
Great. Shut up. Right, that was one of Freddie's tunes. I hear you're not too pleased with the musical press, Freddie. Let's be outrageous.
Well, it depends. Well, I mean, I don't take much notice, to be honest, but on the musical trades. Actually, they can say what they like.
I find they slag everything available. They just don't say anything nice about anybody.
Not constructive at all, actually. The American press I find much more... I feel that they do their homework, and the kind of questions they ask you makes much better copy anyway.
I mean, they pick the good points and emblazon them all over.
Yes, more sort of...
ours do the opposite.
Things that are more relevant, I feel, anyway. And you can tell that they've done sort of their homework, because they ask you very penetrating questions, which I don't mind. But you know they have some substance, because then when they write about it, they sort of... it has much more bearing. But over here, it's all, you know, why have you stopped wearing black fingernails or whatever? And that's the review. That's the review. That's the review of the album. You know what I mean? And they haven't a clue anyway.
Yes. Right.
So, to them.
Yes, to them. Right, it's 5 minutes to 3 by my analog rotary. And, looking at the studio clock, I see I'm 2 minutes out. Let's have a little commercial break and back with a couple more tracks. Thank you, my dear. And now, here's Freddie with the weather.
Oh, he just put it in my lap. I can't believe it. Weather for the capital area. So dry with long sunny periods. Clean spells this evening. Cold high.
Clear spells.
Oh, clean. What's your... Look at it. It's your writing. Clear spells. Clean spells, yes, sir. Clear spells this evening. Cold high 3 or 4 centigrade.
Oh, forget it.
Wind light force 2 or 3. Well, this is the way you've written it. It's in code, my God. 2 or 3 mostly west to northwest, becoming south to southwest later.
Have you done?
I'm sure everybody got that.
Yeah, that's right.
That does it. You wait till you come to the studio next time.
Get your calculators out and work out the weather. Right, here it is, folks. The climax of this LP, A Day at the Races, waiting for a place in your Christmas stocking. The last track off A Day at the Races, the new LP by Queen, and if you had your Grundig out, you should be ashamed of yourself. You've just robbed this millionaire of another 18 and 6. Right, back to the spiffingest LP ever released. Oh, what do you think of the new ELO?
Oh, it's great. It's great,
Good, isn't it?
I've got a copy of that.
And also the Eagles. They're the 3 musts for your Christmas stocking box. And this is me talking to Freddie Mercury of Queen, who is must be a millionaire by now. What, Freddie?
Oh, in what way do you mean?
Financially, mostly. I mean, you keep buying these expensive paintings and things.
Yes, because I like them. It's what I've been interested for a long while, and now that I've got a little bit of money to throw around, I thought I might as well go and buy it. So I went to Sotheby's the other day and got a few paintings. The dealers weren't pleased at all. So.
Oh, giving them to a Harry. Yes. Actually, you brought champagne with you, which is very good.
But of course, dear, it travels with me everywhere.
You made Gerald Harper look quite cheap. Thank you for that. Right, nice. The Millionaire Waltz, which is the next track on the LP.
Yes.
It's a bit gay and weird and strange, but it grows on you.
Yes, it's very out of the sort of Queen format, really, and we always like to do that every album. And I think I went a bit mad on this one, I know, but it's turned out all right. I think, you know, it sort of makes people laugh sometimes.
It's very jolly.
Yeah.
Let's have a little listen.
Like a millionaire. Ooh, that's really good. I'd like to say that actually Brian did do a very good job on the actual guitars. He's really taken his guitar orchestration to its limits. I don't know how he's going to. I don't think he'll ever outdo that one, actually. And John played very good bass on that. And I think it's good. We're just patting ourselves on our back again. Who cares? No, I really feel that that's worked out very well, especially from the orchestration point of view, because he's really used his guitars in a different sort of way. Although he's done lots of sort of orchestrations before.
He's probably the world's greatest guitar technician, really, isn't he?
Oh, I'd say that, easily.
Yes. Pass more champagne.
Champagne, everybody!
Right, it's 1:30 now, which is exactly halfway through the Freddie Mercury show, and we'll take a slight break and be back with the last track on side 1.
Yeah. That's the end of side 1 of A Day at the Races.
Yes.
That was a track by John Deacon. His contribution to this album. It's good. His songs are getting better every time, actually.
He's the quiet
I'm getting
one.
a bit worried, actually.
Yes.
He's sort of quiet. To lots of people, he think, don't underestimate him. He's got a fiery streak underneath all that, really. But I think because I talk so much anyway, he likes to let me do all the talking. But I mean, once people sort of crack that thin ice, then he's all right, you know. You can never stop him talking then. Actually, you're a very shy bunch, really, aren't you? We are, really, actually. He said, hiding behind the bottle. Me shy, of course. Yes, I am, actually. People don't seem to realise that. Just because I go around tearing around on stage, they think I should go tearing around life. But I'm not really. Good. Well done. Oh. Right. I've said to you once, you must have had a classical upbringing, and you went... So I dropped that one, but I think you really must have. I did. Well, I did have in my youth. That's a couple of years ago. No, when I was about 7 years old, I had piano lessons, and I did up to grade 4 classical, practical and theory, and then I gave it up because I basically sort of play by ear, really. And I can't sight read at all, so I gave that up anyway. And now all my sort of playing is done by ear. I can't read music that well. It takes me a long while.
Well, how do you work out these amazing harmonies you do?
That's quite easy, yeah.
Same as you do.
Okay. I don't know. I just sort of, you just have to work at it, you know. And after a while, you sort of fall into a pattern and experience. I feel I'm getting better every year. Don't you?
Oh, I do, yes.
I learn a lot from our past albums, actually. See how they're constructed and things. And then you sort of use what you've done in the past and work out different things.
You're polishing beautifully. It's really a polished product now. Yes. I mean, that, you take my breath away. The harmonies on that are supreme.
They're nice, yes. I'm very, very pleased with them.
Isn't he modest?
Right, they're wonderful.
22 minutes to 3, and from the polished to the
side tool.
Yes, bit hairy this number. So if you're a little old lady, stand back.